I'm hoping that this will work. Let me share this. Okay, sorry for the technical difficulties. I'm going to record this, so I hope that it works one way or another. I should be broadcasting, and it's really super crazy loud in my house. Okay, so it looks like Wendy's there. So if Wendy, if you could share that second link I sent you in the Facebook page, that would be great. How loud is it? There's all kinds of construction going upstairs in my house. I think we're good, Michelle. I just needed to use a new link. We're just getting the new link put in. Hold on. Okay, I'll just wait for one more second. Hold, please. Oh, it's so noisy. Okay. Looks like Wendy just shared the new link. Let's see if it works. Okay. It's not too loud. Wendy says it's not too loud. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I apologize. Actually, it's closer to 2 o'clock, which was what time I said I was going to get started anyway. I am down in my basement at the moment because there is some reconstruction projects going on up in our upstairs. You can probably hear this hum. They are using some sort of a jackhammer to pull up all of the ceramic tile and flooring that's up there, and we're getting new hardwood floors installed. So I am going to just go ahead and get started introducing myself. I'm Angie Hunt, and on Facebook and different social media, I'm Angie in Progress, which was a name I picked for myself when I first became a coach because I really didn't feel like I was, where I wanted to be. I wasn't really even sure what I was going to do with the business. So it was very much just sort of metamorphosizing. I really just needed to work on my own health and fitness. I wanted the discount. I knew I wanted to try Shakeology. And so I just saw myself very much as a work in progress. But I also figured if I could inspire some of my friends and family members to get started at the same time, or, because of what I was doing, then wonderful. I just didn't, I probably changed my screen name on the Beachbody website about 7 times before I finally settled on Angie in Progress. So that's just a little backstory on how that all started. And I still feel like a work in progress. I've just, life is always changing. I'm always adapting. Busy, crazy lives. I currently have my foot in a giant boot. I had to have foot surgery last week, so I will have a new journey in progress to kind of come back from that, which I'm actually kind of looking forward to. I can't wait to get back to my workouts, and this will just be a minor setback, but it's just part of life. So that's a little bit about me. I am a Diamond coach. I started coaching about 4 years ago. I started with my good friend, Janelle Summers, who I grew up with from I think about first grade until she moved away in about 8th grade. But we just always kind of kept in touch. You may know her and her sister, Shalene. Shalene is the creator of Turbo Fire, Turbo Jam, Shalene Extreme, and Pio. And Janelle and I, our moms were very much into fitness. They used to do jazzercise together, and Janelle and I actually did junior jazzercise together. So even though She moved away in 8th grade. We always had kept in touch. We visited each other all through high school. We talked on the phone, and the topic of conversation was very often health and fitness. What were we doing? What was new? What was different? What were our struggles? So that was just kind of a natural conversation we always had. When she became a coach, she's probably about 7 or 8 years in now. When she became a coach, she asked me if I was interested because she knew I was doing the different programs like P90X, and I had done Turbo Jam at that point. I just didn't know what coaching was, and I was like up to my ears in babies and kids. I have 4 crazy kids, and at the time I think I had just had my youngest, so I didn't even have time to kind of figure out what coaching was all about. But I continued watching her. She had just kind of became more present on Facebook, as had I. So I was watching what she was doing, and although I didn't completely understand it, I was intrigued by it for sure. I just saw that she would post about doing workouts, and she was, drinking Shakeology, and she was going to these really fun places, and these different trips and adventures that she was taking, and somehow that had something to do with Beachbody. That's kind of all I knew. And then we would talk about it, and every so often she would ask me again if I had thought about it, and I still really hadn't thought about it, and I didn't really think about it for real until I had kind of hit a really long, steady plateau that was falling with my own health and fitness. I was gaining weight. I wasn't having any success. I was having a hard time with my nutrition. And so I really wanted to try Shakeology, and I gave her a call. And she mentioned that if I decided to sign up as a coach, I would save 25%, and I liked saving money. So that just seemed like a smart idea for me. So that's just kind of a nutshell of how I got into coaching. I will tell you a little bit more about that as I go, but I will say I had some huge reservations about it based on some of my friends had told me they were pretty sure it was a pyramid scheme. My husband was very skeptical. First of all, he thought Shakeology was way too expensive, didn't understand why, it would cost that kind of money. We just didn't understand enough about it, but he was fully supportive and told me, give it a try as long as there's an exit strategy, which I made sure there was. And, he was super supportive. If it was something I wanted to try, then, he was all for it. So he became hooked on Shakeology about 3 weeks after my first order. He realized what a convenience it was to just blend it all up, and it kept him full longer than his shakes that he was making with about 20 different ingredients spread out over my kitchen table. So very shortly into the process, he became a firm believer in the products and the programs. And shortly into it, he realized that there was a lot of potential to the business as well. And so he is my biggest supporter, my biggest fan, and soon to be, hopefully in the next couple of years, the two of us will be working on this together because he'll be able to retire his job. And I'll talk a little bit about that too. So I'm going to go ahead and try to present my screen so that you can see my presentation. And I'm hoping that this will work. Let's see here. Okay, Oh yeah, see, it's doing that crazy thing. Okay, let's go out of that. Let's try this again. I wonder why it does that sometimes. Maybe I just have too many windows open. So let me close some of these windows. All right, and let me come back here and see what happens if I do this. Let's see how that works. Okay, that looks better. Now, Wendy, if you could let me know, how do I get back here? Let me minimize this. Oh no, what happened? All right, let me go back. Shoot. Technical difficulties, my apologies. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, Wendy, if you could let me know if you can see this. Okay, you see my screen, but how does it look now? Because now I just made it big. Can you see everything, or is it blurry like it was before? Sorry, just waiting on confirmation. Want to make sure that you guys can see this. I don't want to start talking if it's not visible. How does the screen look, Wendy? All right, maybe I'll just start talking and then hopefully you guys can see this. Okay, so clearly I'm talking to you about the coaching opportunity. And these pictures are all pictures that are very near and dear to me, just a series of different adventures and things that I've been able to do and people that I've been able to meet as a result of being a coach. And it's just something I never saw coming. I like I said, I wanted the discount. I just wanted to work on my own health and fitness. I really never saw this in my future. So, and yet, here I was in all of these different places and all of these different pictures. I've traveled places I never thought that I would have or could have, and just gotten to meet some of the most amazing people. Okay, so here I am. Like I said, I am a diamond coach and a mom of 4 crazy kids. I used to be a first grade teacher, which is something that I thought for sure was my forever passion. I absolutely adored doing it. But then I had my 4 crazy kids that were a challenge just to have through different infertility issues and lots of other complications. It took a toll on me physically and mentally, and it took a lot of years to kind of build our family to what it is now. And in the process, I wasn't able to go back to teaching right away. One of my children needed some therapy early on, so I had to be home with her pretty much every single day, all day, every day. And then we had 4 more kids, and most of my pregnancies required bed rest. And so I just, it wasn't in the cards for me to go back to teaching right away. So I was going to go back to teaching after my kids, got to kind of school age. But right around that time was when I also discovered coaching. So I didn't go back to being a teacher. My goal in life is to just kind of model a healthy lifestyle for my family. I say that I'm a future traveler and boat owner because these are things that are on my bucket list. And traveling is something that I've already been able to do so much more of than I ever really thought possible. So I'm crossing that off my bucket list as we speak. Some of my favorite Beachbody programs are P90X3, TurboFire, and my most recent is Hammer and Chisel. I really just love, the variety. I love that there's always something new to try. It just keeps me, engaged, and I rarely ever get bored with my workouts because there's always something new and different to try. It's just a lot different than going to the gym and, the same old humdrum kind of thing. And I adore helping others. I just love that that's part of this. I love that I've been able, oh my goodness, what happened? Stop, go away. Sorry. Oh my goodness. How do I go back? All right, well, let's not worry about that. Okay, so that's something that I just absolutely adore. And as I said, I've been able to meet so many amazing people. I've, at this point, probably worked with at least hundreds of different people in my challenge groups over the last 4 years, and to be part of other people's journeys is just a total blessing. So this is just kind of a fun, fun and boring slide, just showing Beachbody where they started back in 1998 and some of the very early programs that were introduced, and kind of how the company looked back then from during its first 10 years in operation. But since Team Beachbody, so now since the addition of the coaching network and how much the business has completely taken off, you can see there's a lot has happened since 2009. So many different programs. There's at least 2 or 3 new programs released every single year. plus the addition of Shakeology and the 3-day refresh, and now the different boosts and the performance line. There's just always something new and different being added, different products, different programs. And what I think makes Beachbody so much different than some of the other similar businesses is that it's the ongoing support. So yes, we provide fitness, we provide nutrition solutions, but we also provide peer support, which is something you don't see in a lot of other businesses. And, you know, I never want to point one particular business out, but just as an example, let's say, I'm not going to name a name, but anything that's like a bag. If you've got somebody that sells you a bag, you're just going to be sold a bag. You're going to buy your bag and you're going to go your separate way with your bag. Now, the difference with Beachbody is that you're dealing with customers on an ongoing basis. So when somebody purchases a new fitness program through me, I'm going to support them until they ask me not to. They are going to be, they're going to be in my network. I've got customers that I've been working with for 4 years that they're just constantly availing themselves of the free support and accountability that we provide. And honestly, that very same support and accountability keeps me going, because knowing that someone else is counting on me and knowing that I would never ask somebody to do something I wasn't doing keeps me on track. So through the process of helping others, I definitely help myself stay on track as well. And another difference is different rewards. You do a Beachbody program, and if you submit your results, you definitely are going to walk away with a free t-shirt, and there's a good chance you're going to walk away with a bundle of money too. They give away money daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, and yearly. Somebody wins $500,000. Is that right? $500,000? Did I get that right? A lot. Let's just say that. I know 6 figures. Maybe it's 100,000. I think it's 100,000. Okay. So again, this is just a boring slide, but just to show you that Beachbody is ever growing, ever changing, no stopping anytime soon. And in 2015, coaches helped 1,511,426 people do something with their health and fitness. And this is an awesome picture. I was there. I wish I could point to you where I was, but that is the main strip in Nashville at our yearly conference, where we get together Saturday morning and all of the coaches that are there do a workout together, which is unbelievable. This year we'll be in New Orleans. Okay, and so Shakeology is the flagship product for Beachbody. Honestly, like I said, we were super skeptical. We thought it was going to cost too much money. But what we found was that it replaced a meal so much better than the smoothies and protein shakes that we were making. And we've also learned, of course, that it's much more than a protein shake. It is a complete nutrition meal replacement. And when I say complete nutrition, I mean it's the healthiest meal that I have all day long. If you look at the back of the package and you look at the nutrients, you look at what goes into a bag of Shakeology, or 1 dose of Shakeology, I should say. These ingredients are all what you would call superfoods from around the world that are handpicked based on a lot of different, very rigorous criteria. And I think they say it's equivalent to around 4 servings of vegetables, the nutritional value in 1 glass. And it is the reason why my husband stopped filling up my counter with all of his many different ingredients that in the end were probably costing us a lot more than just a single bag of Shakeology. So now we have to get 2 orders of it. And we're both firm believers. When I don't have it, which is a rare occasion, I can tell my stomach just feels off. It makes everything work better. You can probably imagine what I'm talking about. And it keeps me satisfied for a good 2 to 3 hours. My cravings, I don't have the same kind of cravings that I used to have. And the biggest thing I noticed right away is that I just feel a lot less bloated. I just think that so much of what we eat has a negative effect on our bellies, and Shakeology just kind of helps even that out. So this is the infamous wall at corporate where they show all of the different ingredients that go into Shakeology, which is pretty impressive. Okay, so the other beautiful thing about Beachbody is that we don't just sell bags. There's products, and there's digital access, which is the new trend that is so phenomenal. Everybody's moving away from digital, from media that's on a disc, and it's just so nice to have all of your workouts in one spot that you can stream with internet anywhere. You can download up to 7 of your workouts if you're going on vacation and maybe you don't have the greatest internet. That is a feature that I've used several times. The 3-day refresh is always super popular, especially this time of year when you're feeling kind of like, oh my gosh, I just need something, to kind of undo the damage I just did at the different holiday parties. And then, like I said, some of the additional supplements like the Boost and the Performance line. And the Performance line has just recently been adopted by the Ironman series. So if Ironman athletes believe that this stuff works, I'm here to tell you that's a pretty good endorsement. I was hesitant to share the Performance line until I got to hold it in my hand and see that it was made with the same standards as Shakeology. I wanted to make sure it was all natural, and it of course is. It's all natural, no artificial colors, no artificial flavors, no artificial sweeteners, nothing like that. It's everything that goes into it, just like Shakeology, is 100% natural. Oh, and equipment. I've gotten several different pieces of equipment. We have a pull-up bar, we have mats, we have resistance bands, we've got all kinds of stuff. And as a coach, you get a 25% discount on all of this. And so here's just a glimmer, just a small little glimpse of some of the different results, and as coaches, we get to see this kind of stuff every single day. Our challengers will send us pictures, and some of these people we work with over time. Oh shoot, I wanted to go back, but that's all right. Over 3-4 years that it takes for them to get there before and after. But it's just so wonderful to get to be part of that. I wonder if I can go back. Yeah, okay, here we go. No, it's just not going to let me. I really wanted you to be able to see some of and the cool thing is that I know some of these people. Like, I know them, I met them, I've seen their stories up close and in person. Okay, so on to peer support. You are not alone. When you start this business, you are definitely not alone. First of all, you have your coach, whether it's me or if you are here with a different coach on my team, you have this huge group of support. Obviously, over here in Nashville, I think 10,000 maybe other coaches. I don't know. I'm not very good with my numbers today, but thousands and thousands of other coaches working out together. That's a whole other kind of peer support. But just on a smaller scale, these people that I get to work with and call my team every single day, we work together to understand what's the best way to approach the different things that we're working on, and we collaborate and we do training together. And you are not alone. You are not just thrown into this and told, figure it out for yourself. We're all in this to help each other. And these are just some of the amazing people that I've had the opportunity to meet since I started coaching. So what is a coach? A coach doesn't have to be a fitness or nutrition expert. You clearly don't already have to be at your fitness and nutrition goals. I certainly wasn't. I was 24 pounds away from what I would say was my goal. And you certainly don't have to be an experienced salesperson. I sure wasn't. I was really fearful of that when I started. Mostly how products get sold from me is if I'm just talking about what I use. And my friends, my family, the people that follow me on social media will just ask me for more information about what it is that I'm doing and what was that workout I was talking about. And, I kind of became a walking billboard at the beginning when so many of my friends and family members were just noticing the weight that I was losing, and I was feeling better. And it was just as easy as just sharing what was working for me. Before I became a coach, I probably sold dozens of copies of P90X. Of course, I didn't get credit for it because I wasn't a coach, but I got great results with it. And, I just naturally talk about things that I love. I talk about restaurants I love. I talk about the Instant Pot that I love. And, that's just a natural thing for me to do. And that's why this works for me. But you should be somebody who shares how people can change their lives and achieve their goals, doing the kinds of things that, that you would do, working out. And for, at this point, sharing how this business has completely changed my life, and helped me achieve some goals I never even really set out to, in terms of, family and finances, and our income has been affected greatly. And it really necessarily, wasn't something that I had imagined would be the case. You should be somebody who's committed to being proof that the products work. So obviously working out every day, drinking your Shakeology, and you should just be somebody who's interested in improving and developing yourself, which for us, that means I try to read some personal development every single day, just always working on being a better person. And that's one of our vital behaviors as a coach, determined by this amazing company and our amazing CEO, is that that's something that should be a priority. We should just always be bettering ourselves. So what are some benefits of being a coach? You get to set your own hours. You get to sit in your daughter's bedroom and do a web presentation as there are people upstairs banging away on my floors. You can be part-time, you can be full-time. It's really up to you. You can be no time. You might just be somebody who's interested in the discount. And another beautiful thing about this business is that there are no requirements. And I know that there's a lot of companies that are a bit different in that regard, that, you have a minimum like sales that you have to make each month in order to continue with your discount, but that's just not the case here. If you just are after the discount, and maybe down the road you might consider working the business or not, that's something that everybody can take advantage of, and there are no penalties, there are no obligations, there are no minimum business activities at all. You can build your business online or in person. I would say I do both, but for the most part, I guess I would focus mostly, me personally, online. I have a Facebook and Instagram, and if you had told me 4 years ago I could make new friends online through social media, I would have died laughing. But the truth is, I've met some amazing people, and probably many of you in this group are people I would never have met had it not been for social media and this little Beachbody journey. You get to share your passion and attract people. So, as I said, it's very natural for me to talk about things that I'm passionate about and things that I enjoy. So, this is just a good fit for me. And a big, big, big benefit is that you get to get fit while you're helping others do the same. So on my little board here, I just shared a few things. I can work while my kids are at school, and that's the case right now. My kids are at school right now. In this spring, I'm going to Punta Cana with my husband on an all expense paid vacation that I earned through Beachbody. And that is just something that is an unbelievable blessing, to be able to go on an all-inclusive vacation with my husband that I earned doing something I simply love to do. It's like beyond icing on the cake. It's icing on the icing on the cake. Location flexibility. Sometimes I meet a friend for coffee. Sometimes we go for lunch, and we do a little work chatting, and that counts as work. I can work wherever I want. I've worked by the pool. I've worked on vacation if I want to. And that's the thing, is that I'm my own boss. I get to set my own hours, and I get to take time off when I want and work with whom I want. It's just a pretty cool gig to be able to set my own work schedule and be my own boss. I don't have to ask anybody for time off. Like I mentioned, in this summer, we'll be going to New Orleans for our annual conference, and I'm looking forward to that. I've never been to New Orleans before. And in 2 years, at the rate my business is growing, my husband should be able to retire from his job and be home full time. And he is very much looking forward to helping me continue to build this business. So, something that I get to do with him is wonderful, especially coming from somebody who was very, very skeptical about this at the beginning. He is totally on board. He goes to the conferences with me. He helps take notes. He's all in. Some of the other rewards is we get commissions. Obviously, if anybody purchases any products or programs through you, you earn a 25% commission. If you decide you're going to build a team, if you're really going for this and you want to make this into a big opportunity, growing a team, your income starts to grow exponentially. And that kind of happened accidentally for me because I just was running challenge groups to keep myself accountable. And in the meantime, my friends and family members were falling in love with the products and the programs, and they also loved the groups, and they also wanted the discount. And so I did start growing a team at the beginning, and very quickly saw the income potential for doing that. So, and it's just fun to share with all these new people that I get a chance to work with. And, why not spread the opportunity to others that could benefit as well. We get different recognition. There's a picture here with the glow sticks at a concert that I earned at Summit. We got to go see Billy Idol, who is a blast from the past, but we had so much fun. I've earned different medals and rewards, and monthly we earn little prizes for different things that we do. I've won yoga mats and books and and 8 different things. There's always prizes and recognition, and every year is the big Success Club trip that you have the potential to earn. And like I said, that's the Punta Cana trip. We haven't learned yet what the 2018 trip will be, but I will work very hard to go there as well. Learning and personal development, we always have access to all of that. And sometimes those are monthly rewards as well. So this is just some of the support that's available. Like I said, you'll have a whole team of people supporting you, all kinds of training and tools. You'll get a business quick start. You'll be put into a new coach training group, and you'll be shown how to do everything that we do. There's always communication through your website, there's a weekly national wake up call, newsletters. There's no shortage of support. If you want to make this work, there is no reason why it can't, because you have just a ton of ongoing support. And what to expect, like I said, these are just some of the beautiful people that I get to work with. New coach training, there's weekly team calls. We do some fun team challenges, different team building events. The picture that you see with we're standing on a stairway, that was a fun little weekend getaway that I planned for my team. And we did a workout together. We did some business activities together. It was just a ton of fun. Different leadership trainings that we do. We have a Facebook team page where we keep in touch with each other every single day. We do lots of different recognition and accountability, and it's really just a lot of fun and always ongoing support. So here are the different options. If you were to sign up as a coach, it's pretty easy, pretty straightforward. The best value is to sign up with a challenge pack, because when you do that, you get started with a brand new fitness program plus Shakeology. And so it's a great way to just start getting results right away that you can share. And when you do that, you don't pay the initial sign up fee, which is usually $39.95. So that initial sign-up fee gets waived. So if you were to choose one of the programs that are on sale right now, which would be Core to Force, which is the new workout, 21-Day Fix, Country Heat, and also a 3-month membership to Beachbody On Demand plus Shakeology, any of those, you save roughly $70 just on the challenge pack, plus another almost $40 for the sign-up fee. So you save over $100 when you sign up as a coach with a challenge pack. It's definitely the best value. Or you can simply sign up for $39.95 without buying the challenge pack. That's always an option too. And then you have a $15.95 monthly business fee, which covers media promotion and brand awareness. So like all of those different infomercials that you see on TV, all of these products and programs are advertised for you. Everybody knows what Beachbody is. Everybody knows at least 1 or 2 or 3 of the different programs, P90X, Insanity. These are all household names. So it's definitely recognizable products. You also have personal websites that are maintained for you. You have a coach online office, which is maintained for you. You don't ever have to stock any product. It's all taken care of. Customer support is all taken care of. Technical support, marketing, communications, training, and a Success on Demand, which is a personal development website. All of these things are provided for you for $15.95. And if you drink Shakeology monthly anyway, just to give you an example, you save $32.50 with your 25% discount. So with the $15.95 business fee, you still pocket around $17 every single month on Shakeology. So you still save, even with the business fee, you still save $17 a month just on Shakeology. And then of course, any other products and programs you want are all 25% off. So just think a little bit about this. What can becoming a coach do for me? It can change your life. It can, for me, and this is just for me, I got in the best shape of my entire life at 40 years old. I have been able to save almost $15,000 for my kids' education funds. We've been able to take vacations that we never would have been able to take. And heck, we wouldn't probably be able to do the project in our house right now if it weren't for the extra income that I have been able to provide. I initially set out to maybe make a little extra grocery money, and it's turned into so much more than that. Who can you help? Oh my gosh, hundreds of people. Hundreds. It's just mind-blowing to me, the number of people that have come through my different challenge groups and the messages I get almost every single day thanking me for just giving them a start. And what are your goals and dreams? Honestly, I have set bigger goals and dreams for myself than I even knew were possible to have. 4 years ago, I would never have set my sights where I am now, but to see the potential in what I'm doing, it's given me, I'm going to have a boat. That's the next thing. We're going to someday we're going to have a small house on a lake with a boat. That's my next goal. So what questions do you have? It would be crazy if you didn't have any questions. I had a lot of questions. I had a lot of reservations and I had a lot of concerns. And I can tell you my only regret about being a coach is that I didn't start a whole lot sooner. So don't let your questions stop you from starting. Ask your questions. Send me a message, send the coach that invited you to this presentation a message, have a conversation about what your questions are, because Lord knows if some of my early questions had been answered, I probably would have started a whole lot sooner. So that's it. Our company's mission statement is to help people achieve their goals and enjoy a healthy, fulfilling life. And my life has been so much healthier and so much more fulfilling now than I ever even imagined it could have been. This whole entire business, this whole journey has just been an absolute blessing to me. Let me get back to my presentation, wherever it is. I don't know where I am. Where am I? Oh, well, I'm here somewhere. I don't know if you guys can see me or not, but this journey has been a blessing. Coaching has been a blessing. The whole entire business has been a blessing to me. And I just can't imagine, I couldn't have imagined my life with it 4 years ago, but now I can't imagine my life without it. And it's something I'm super passionate about. And I just love to share. And I just know that there are more people out there that can benefit from doing something like this. And it's my hope that you'll ask those questions and give it some thought. This is a great time of year to get started as a coach because we're in December right now. A lot of New Year's resolutions coming up in January. And people are looking for health and fitness solutions. And I just showed you a million health and fitness solutions that we have to offer. And this is the time of year when our businesses start to kind of blow up income-wise, because like I said, this is the time of year when people are going to start looking for answers. And if you are in their life and you are a coach and you have solutions for them and they trust you and they know you and they like you, you're going to be the first person they go to. So that's it. That's my presentation for today. If you have any questions at all, please ask them in the group. And I wish I could find how to get out of this. Where am I? Where am I? I don't know where my screen is. Maybe. Am I there? Am I here? Okay. I don't know where my screen is. Oh no, this is weird. Okay. I will figure out how to sign off. I don't know how to sign off because I can't find the window that I'm in. So that is the problem of the moment. I hope you guys have a great day. Please ask your questions and I'll be in the group to answer. Oh, here I am. I found myself. Bye, guys.